right? So you just got to find yourself a trainer, you know, maybe in Las Vegas, or, you know, maybe that's where I can help, that gets you moving, right? You got to get moving. And then once you get moving, you're going to feel better. And then once you start feeling better, you'll be like, damn, this actually isn't that bad. You know, I can do the things I want to do, right? So that was a really long, elaborated, you know, answer probably at that point, Carl. But I appreciate you actually getting in here, getting comments in the comment section below, asking some questions, right? I really appreciate that. Because then everybody else can hear me, and they can, you know, I can help other people doing that stuff, right? So if you got any friends or family that, you know, like this type of content, make sure you share with them, right, too, as well. I try to help everybody with free health and wellness content. Because we help a lot of people out here, right? I work this morning, you know, I don't do anything past 12 now. I try to save the time for us, right? Get the YouTube building and try to really push everybody to get uncomfortable. And like, I have to make myself uncomfortable. Like, I hate doing cardio. Cardio sucks, but I like doing the strength training stuff. So I'm a strength training junkie, right? But you know, you can do strength training mixed in with cardio, but you can't do cardio with strength training. Like, you can't run to the point where you're doing strength. It's just not possible unless you do sprinting. Sprinting's different. But we got to push ourselves in many different ways, but doing stuff safely is very tough, right? Like, I basically teach people strength training, but it makes it safe for them. It makes it safe for them to do, because I have people with lower back pain and shit, you know, it happens all the time. Shoulder problems, so many things, Carl. But there's hope. There's very much hope. You know, 6 months, you got 6 months till July, man. It's a good amount of time. But, you know, you might not rewrite everything, right? Maybe you'll lose the weight. Maybe you lose 20 to 30 pounds, right? You'll still be happy. But the thing is, we got to fit into that tuxedo, right? Depends what you're wearing. But we got to fit into that tuxedo. You got to look good. You know, you want to change people's minds about you, right? You want to seem like you're healthy. You want to seem like you can take care of yourself, right? And you don't want to rely upon people. I don't know if you have a wife or kids, you know, in the house still or anything like that, but or who cooks in the family. Carl, you can let me know who cooks in the family, and then that's a big factor too. Because cooking, some people don't know how to cook. Some people do not know how to cook, right? Cooking is very important. I think cooking, because you got to see what you're putting in your mouth also. Like, if you don't know what you're putting in your mouth, things like that. Health is wealth. I understand it better. I appreciate all your advice. I've already started with 3 friends too, sub. I appreciate that. Tux is a must. I cook and wife too. Hey, that's amazing though. Thank you, Carl, for doing that. Health is wealth. And you know, the thing is too, you know, if you're super healthy and you can't make money, you know, that's a different story. But you know, we got other problems at that point. I appreciate the advice. Yeah, absolutely. I have already with 3 friends. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And again, like, what I do is I do help people lose weight online. Like, I do that. It's very tedious, and if you do want to do that, we can definitely work together though. You can let me know. I think my email is public on the channel, so if you do want to ever interact with me, we can definitely do that. But actually what I'll do is I gotta post more cooking content. Like, I cook, and tuxedo's a must. That's fun though. That's really fun, because tuxedos are nice, you know. Gotta look all spiffy, you gotta get the bow tie, you gotta do everything like that. But it's great that you and your wife cook. That's fantastic. That's half the battle, right? You're just cooking. So, but I like to prep the carbs. I prep the carbs, so I'll have like the rice ready for the week, or ready for a couple days at least, or potatoes. And then when it comes to the proteins, right, I like to fry up the proteins. I like to cook it, you know, right then and there most of the time. Sometimes I'll cook it the day before for the next day. But you know, I'm able to go back and forth from my job. You know, I live a couple minutes away from here, so I'm able to go back and cook. But that's probably why meal prepping is going to be important for you, is, you know, to get the protein in, right? We got to get that in. And especially when you start moving more, you're going to be hungrier. So the thing is, like, it's going to be kind of weird when you start moving a lot more and you start working out, and you're going to be hungrier. So don't fight the hunger, right? You got to eat, but make sure it's all protein. I wouldn't say all protein, but most of it's protein, because protein is the most satisfying macronutrient. So carb and fat and protein's the most satisfying. So that'll keep you less hungry. So caffeine works too. Caffeine works with that. It can prevent you from eating more, but I don't suggest having coffee or caffeine after like 2 o'clock, because then you won't sleep that night, right? Because caffeine, what it does